Grace and peace, brothers and sisters. I pray that you all are well today. My name is Jermaine, and today we will be teaching out of the Gospel of John, the 20th chapter, the 27th and 28th verse, and it reads, Then he said to Thomas, Put your finger here and see my hands, and put out your hand and place it in my side. Do not disbelieve, but believe. Thomas answered him, My Lord and my God. Brothers and sisters, before we break down today's text, like always, let's bring some context to today's word. This event takes place after the resurrection of Jesus Christ. The disciples were gathered together, and Jesus had already appeared to them once. But Thomas, one of the 12 apostles, was not present. And at that time, the disciples told Thomas, We have seen the Lord. But he was skeptical about it and famously declared, Unless I see in his hands the imprint of the nails, and put my finger into the place of the nails, and put my hand into his side, I will not believe. And we see this in John 20:25. So 8 days later, after Thomas says this, the disciples were again inside, and Thomas was with them. Despite the locked door, Jesus came and stood among them, greeting them with peace. We see this in John 20:26. Now we look, Jesus and Thomas in verse 27 and 28, Jesus directly addresses Thomas's doubts by inviting him to feel his wounds, saying, Reach here with your finger and see my hand, and reach here your hand and put it into my side, and do not be unbelieving, but believing. And we see this in John 20:27. Thomas's response, this is a personal and profound encounter that leads Thomas to respond with the powerful declaration of faith, My Lord and my God, acknowledging Jesus' divinity and lordship. This moment is critical because it addresses the reality of doubt and the journey to faith. Thomas' doubt was met with understanding and evidence, and his response is one of the clearest statements of faith in Jesus' divine identity. Now that we have the context in, let's now break down the text. The first key word we're going to see here is reach here with your finger, reach here with your hand. These phrases highlight Jesus' invitation to Thomas to physically touch the wounds in his